Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses and falling out of rebel gold and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day? Don't think too hard.
I'll need to relax someplace.
Fair enough. It looks like it's you and me, old man.
Pas un mec qui pêche, moi.
Look out! Oh, come on
You'll be
now.
fine.
Merde, il va m'attaquer, ce bâtard.
Takes his fit to rattle me, but oof.
Bloodbath and Valentine. Read all about it.
You new in town, hmm? Don't miss the tobacco, just behind the door there. All right, but if it has feathers or fur, keep it in the bag.
Now, let's have a look.
Il y a des nouveautés.
Swear time passes slower in here. Step outside after a day's work and it's only noon.
Non mais j'aime bien la tenue. Hein.
That was fun.
On va aller là, y a pas d'écurie?
Welcome, partner. First time?
Mister, I've been trapped down here.
Why are you dressed up like that? I've seen some sick perversions in my time, but this one might take the prize.
No, wait, please. You gotta help me. It's that crazy gunsmith. He made me dress up like this. He's got me chained to the goddamn bed. You gotta do something, please. He's never gonna let me go.
Écoute, frérot, chacun sa merde. Hein.
What'd you forget, friend?
Let's have a look.
Revolver, t'as quoi?
I outfitted the sheriff and all his deputies, you know. Yes, sir, I did. Sold a few of those to some very discerning customers. Much admired in these parts.
Oh, I'm real excited to try this.
Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's yours. I can improve the accuracy of that, you know.
That's more like it.
You'll notice the difference. Interested in engraving some? Make that weapon your own. Now, I do have some foreign-made iron when it's quality, but here in Rhodes, American is preferred. See Mr. Banks across the way there? He ain't the friendliest at first. He's nice enough when you get to know him. I check the munitions before selling them. Won't get no jams or misfires. I maybe shouldn't say this, but I sold a derringer to a seamstress. A white one, of course. Make sure you got enough rounds for it. Always good to have a full stock on ammunition. You know, there's lots I could do to get that weapon just to your specifications. Let me know. That gun seems to be well taken care of. Looks like you're taking care of that weapon. Good to see. I could put some sights on that if you're interested. That's a wise investment. That could really shine with some carbon in it. That gun seems to be well taken care of. Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's yours. That gun seems to be well taken care of. Interested in engraving some? Make that weapon your own.
Thank you. Really.
Move out of the darn way!
Has anyone seen an Englishman called...
Of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur
Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Ah, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Archibald?
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course.
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites.
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so, too.
Does it feel good to be back at it, serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon? Dear me, that don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open.
Damn flies. I swear they got it in for me.
You could try walking
No.
once in a while.
This must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Look, suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead, Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Impressive. You got a keen eye.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up.
Back to work, boy.
Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of... Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-army free staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone. Go right at the crossroads. Hey!
Sure sounds like you fellas got your work cut out for you around here.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. They're right again here. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Would drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. Easy! We ain't in that much of a hurry. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are, selling moonshine to murderers. Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood? Round them up, then take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with. See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them. A fine idea.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
What are you doing?
Good work, gentlemen.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So,
Think you're real funny, don't you?
tell me about the...
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Shit! We got men over here!
Elle est où mon arme goldée?
Give me a hand with these bastards!
We're putting you out of business!
I'm gonna kill you so good! There's more coming up from those huts! I don't see any more. Do you?
No,
Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
fine by me.
Come on, Arthur. I'd rather not be here when their friends notice the shine's gone. All right. I'll see you over there.
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it for personal consumption. It's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. But my cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece
Finally.
of crap. Come on, move.
We have a life on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the Young Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back? Yeah!
Okay, you're on.
That's the spirit. Okay.
Attends, le premier qui va où là?
On my word. Set, go!
À la base. C'est bidon, mon
You
pote.
never were much of a rider.
We'll see about that. You okay there, old man?
Ah, je l'ai exterminé.
Easy.
I never knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age,
Bah si tu veux, hein.
than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me, but you're more than that.
C'est trop mignon.
just saying.
You're not saying, miss. You're shouting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. Did they do things differently in the Navy?
Yeah, they left the ladies in port.
And you preferred that.
Vas-y, c'est tout, je vais arrêter là.